Alright guys, today is a video on how to use the arches. Stick around and you'll see how we do it. So these things are a great addition to your layout arsenal. They have the sizes on them, but these sizes really are just for reference, and we'll show you what we mean by that. So they're made out of 1/4 inch birch. They'll save you tons of time. We put a hanging hole in there so you can just put them right up on a hook or a nail. So let's get into the individual pieces of how we use this thing. So each one of these is a different arc. They're based on a diameter circle. The 4x14 is a 30-inch circle. The 4x18 is a 50-inch circle. The 12x24 is a 40-inch circle. And the 6x24 is a 70-inch circle. So one of the questions I get is, how do I extend that arch? So let me show you. So this square or this rectangle is representative of a 12x24. Now let's just say I want my arch in the center. I go ahead and I center my arch, I draw the line, and then all I do is just move it out, put it right on the line, and extend it out that way. Super easy. So now let's get into what I call the frown and smile. So this is what I call the frown and smile. That's just kind of the terminology I came up with. Now I use the 6x24 here because I want more of a flat arch. But again, just like we mentioned before, if you've got a smaller logo in the middle, you could easily use the 4x14 and just extend it out. So the way I lined this up, just for demonstration purposes, I came down 4 inches on both ends and then lined it up that way. And then I did the same thing, coming 4 inches up from the bottom. That way I know my arches are in perfect alignment to each other. So now I want to get into what I mean by just a reference as far as what these things are labeled. So let's take a look. So we have our 12x24 board, again, just a mock-up, you guys. Let's say we're putting on some kind of a logo that it's like this, but it has high points on the corners. What's going to happen is we're going to be running into those corners. So what I would use is I would use a much flatter arch if I've got a logo or a artwork that I'm doing like this, which gives us a lot more room because this is flatter. Now in contrast, because even though this is labeled 12x24, let's say we're doing the flag heart. Now this certainly would work great for that. So it really is dependent on what you've got in the middle and what you've got to carve. So many times in the past, I've had customers that ask me to put their lettering in kind of a wave, so to speak. So let me show you how to do that with these arches. So here's how you get a really nice wave. So what we did first is we drew a center line. That's where we want our wave centered on. Then we took our arch, moving from the center out. This is our 12-inch mark. From the center out, we put our arch right there so that that is on the center line. Then we bring this to the center line there, draw our line. Then we turn it upside down. We do exactly the same thing, working from the center out. Put that there, draw that line. And now we have a nice wave that is centered to each other. So this comes down just the same amount from the center line at the center of this as it does over here. So it's nice and symmetrical, giving you a really nice wave. All right, guys, there you go. That's how to use these arches. You guys might have more ways to use them. We're open if you guys want to send us descriptions or ways that you use these, but we sold a ton of these during the Black Friday sale and we're still selling a lot of them. It's a great way to save a lot of time in your layout, and arches are a really cool addition to add to your signage. So the link is in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, email me, eric@makerwoodsign.com. Thanks, guys. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.